Hey everyone, it's Willow and Caden, and we're at the SPAM Museum in Austin, Minnesota.
In 2010, I lived in Austin, Minnesota for a year. And if there's one thing Austin is known for, it's Spam. When driving through the city, you can't miss that iconic logo. We went on a slow Monday and had a blast. And because of COVID-19 and Hormel policy, masks are mandatory inside the building, which was great. And on top of that, because the museum is interactive with touchscreens, they give you a little stylus to use throughout the museum. Starting the tour off, you learn about the history of George A. Hormel, the founder of Hormel Foods Corporation, and his family's legacy. This room is decked out to look like an old butcher shop display, and you can almost imagine what it was like walking into one back in the day. Check out this cool cash register. Look how beautiful and ornate that is. It's really interesting to learn the history of the company and its products. They even had on display different packaging over the decades, and as someone interested in graphic design, watching the packaging evolve over time was fascinating, especially the iconic Spam container, which inspired the likes of Andy Warhol to create art of it. Spam played a big part in World War II by getting fresh meat to the US troops. The Hormel Girls were a group of female musicians and singer veterans that helped put Spam in households across the US. They were the top-rated show on 3 national radio networks. There's even a musical about them. Spam became a global culinary staple, arriving in places like Japan, UK, Philippines, South Korea, South America, China, and Hawaii. The museum also has a room where you can time yourself to see how fast you can Spam. Also, in the category of things Americans will measure in other than the metric system, you can find out how tall you are in Spam. Caden's about 20 cans tall. We are then greeted by a very kind SPAM-bassador. Yes, they're called SPAM-bassadors. On finding out that it was Caden's first time at the Spam Museum, gave him this awesome Spam lei. It actually had Spam singles attached to it. If you're familiar with Broadway, then you've probably heard of Spam-A-Lot, the musical by Monty Python. But have you heard of Sir Can-A-Lot, the character invented for Spam's 75th anniversary? Or maybe you're into science and interested in studying the aerodynamic principles of Spam. Or maybe you like music or making music and you want to learn how to play the banjo. This museum has something for everyone. With it being Caden's first time at the Spam Museum, it's only fitting that today would be Caden's first time trying Spam. The amazingly nice Spam-bassador asked Caden what flavors he wanted to try, then came out with a plate of fresh cooked Spam samples. He got to try the teriyaki flavor and the bacon flavor. He said the teriyaki flavor tasted just like the Japanese restaurants in the food court at the mall. And the bacon one, he said, was his favorite. He was then given a "I tried Spam at the Spam Museum" sticker. And just like any roadside attraction, you exit through the gift shop. They had so much Spam merch, and Caden even found a banjo. And of course, you can grab a variety of Spam flavors to take with you on your trip home. I want to thank the wonderful Spam-bassadors for making this awesome adventure happen, as well as you for liking and subscribing to my channel, which if you haven't done already, now's an awesome time to do so because I have another fun adventure planned for next week. I'm Willow, and I'll see you again soon.